Wow.
So I was singing along to the theme tune.
Nice. Just caught the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Oh god. Well, how are you guys doing? It's still cold. I know it's gone up in temperature, but I'm still cold.
Yeah, not too bad. Livid, to be honest. I was
You've gone from
supposed to.
too bad to livid within
Yeah.
seconds.
No, just because of the cold.
Right, okay.
I mean, this is massively first world problems. What I'm about to say here, okay? So I apologise in advance. But basically, I've taken up golf again, and I'm in a winter doubles league, and it's awful because you get put into a group with three other doubles and three other doubles, and you got to organise the fixtures yourself, right? And you got until the 31st of December to play it.
Right.
So we kept going back and forth. Can you play then? No. Can you play then? No. Can you play then? No. Okay, right. So we managed to secure all three fixtures on Friday, Saturday, Sunday of last weekend, and the course was frozen closed on those 3 days. Man. Yeah. However, the week before, played in the Turkey Trot and come second, and it was literally like a winter wonderland. It was like -3 the whole way around, but beautiful to look at.
Yeah,
but I'm happy it's a little bit warmer now, to say the least.
It's when it's all frozen over. I'm not for that. You know, just can't be doing with it because everyone on the road is just becomes such an even more terrible driver. It just becomes absolute carnage.
This might be controversial, right? And I know, obviously, when it's snow and when it's ice, you have to drive carefully. Of course you do. But I believe you can be overcautious. And I think those overcautious people on the roads potentially cause more destruction than, you know.
The thing is, once you get out to your main road where it's gritted,
isn't it?
Fine. And that cars are driving through it, which, again, melts it even more. Like, I've had no issues on the gritted. It's just, driving through the your little local bit. You just got to be you just don't want to lock your brakes up and slide into a car.
Yeah, definitely. Like outside my road outside, after a few days, I would say it was probably like that thick, just with pure ice. It was crazy. That's
where most problems come in. There's loads of YouTube videos and TikTok and stuff, but people are going slow anyway, but they brake because they're like worried or whatever, and then they just lock up and you can't do anything. You can turn or whatever, you're just going to slide into the car. So the worst thing to do is brake. Just literally trickle along.
That's it. Just keep your foot down.
Better if you got obviously 4x4, that helps.
Yeah. I tried to. I thought, I don't know why. I normally just pull into my drive going forward, but I thought, I'm going to reverse in when it was all icy, and I just like go up because like I've got a double drive, but only half the curb is lowered, which is really fucking annoying. And I was trying to go up the hired curb bit, and it just kept like full on, like my tires were spinning.
Yeah,
it took me about 7 attempts to get up over the curb in the ice.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, also, the difference I find, driving in ice in a manual is lovely because you have clutch control. You can kind of, but the other car, my car, is automatic, and that is just, I think, a lot harder, funnily enough, to drive in ice in an automatic. So I just feel like with clutch control, you just have more control of what you're actually doing.
Do you know if that car's a rear wheel drive? The BMW.
Probably, if it's BM, it probably is.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing the video just like a couple of weeks ago with the M25, and there was just literally BMW 1 Series just strewn everywhere whilst everyone was going past. They're all just like spinning the wheels at the back.
Yeah, they are rear wheel drive.
Okay.
Are not good in the snow.
The one time you don't want BMW.
German engineering.
Yeah.
So I was going to say the Audi, is it this wrong? Was their tagline?
Point technique.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I was going to say it, but it's obviously Audi. Anyway, we are still going to do a Christmas themed episode. I don't know whether these will make you look forward to Christmas or not. I mean, they're funny, the stories I've got, awkward Christmas stories. I haven't really got like a as bad one as what these are, but I do have a few little awkward moments for Christmas that I might want to share. I don't know if you guys have got anything that you want to share. Obviously, there's no impotence, but we'll get going with the stories. So the first one, this is just you just don't want this at Christmas. It's just not a good Christmas vibe, I feel. And I got these from, just to give you the source, so everyone's like, "Oh, what's going on with the fucking sources?" It was from a website called Vice. All right, so just
nice.
Right. So me and my ex broke up a couple of Christmases ago. I said to him, "We're going to have a separate Christmas celebration." So he agreed to spend Christmas with his parents, and I would spend Christmas with mine. On Christmas Day, my family had sat down to open presents with my mum's phone when my mum's phone started ringing. It was my ex calling my mum. He was crying outside the front door. He turned up with absolutely no forewarning whatsoever.
On Christmas Day?
Yep. And he was drunk
an arsehole.
And his mum brought him to come and talk to me. My mum invited both of them in because she felt bad, and they ended up sat in my house for about an hour. I was crying because I was drunk, and I just didn't want him to be there. My auntie, my dad, my granddad were all crying too because it was the first Christmas without my nan.
Oh,
his mum was crying also. It was a fucking disaster.
I mean, I know breakups aren't easy, but there's a fucking time and a place for things.
Yeah, that's
Christmas
amazing.
Day is not it.
He royally fucked it as well. She would never.
He might have had a chance. You never know, but not now.
Yeah.
If there's one surefire way to completely tether and end any relationship for good, is that.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, rock up on Christmas Day.
I'm sorry.
And it's the first one without your nan.
Yeah, you've made not just me cry, but my entire family in there.
Yeah, there must have been a bit
weird,
a bit of a crying family.
Yeah,
because everyone crying. I mean,
and like, I'm not being funny. The mum of the boyfriend, like, or ex-boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
What world is that? Like, is that a good fucking idea?
Yeah. That's so bad.
You're supposed, as an adult, I don't know what the age of the boyfriend and girlfriend, but as an adult, you're supposed to be at least a fucking voice of reason. And I don't know anyone that would think, yeah, that's a good idea on Christmas Day.
You'd be like, look, let's leave it until the new year.
It'll
be okay. You won't die, and we'll sort it out then.
Yeah.
You know about her, Nan.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
But funny.
I mean, the age of them, I'm just going by the legal drinking age. I know Christmas is a bit.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, there must have been. Yeah,
you have the odd shandy if you're a bit younger, but they must be towards the age of being able to drink.
Of course.
Drunk at Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just nah. That's the thing that would just fuck any Christmas, to be honest.
That's fucking mad.
That's
funny though.
Like you say, like the mum who's driving.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit. You know what I mean? A little bit funny. Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Where reason just goes out the window, because you also can't say, oh well, the mum might have been drunk, because then she's drink driving over there, and it just gets worse. The more you look at it, the worse it gets.
And what's that like? That's not setting your son up for a good good future. Oh, I'll drive you round on Christmas Day and
so you can grovel.
And we'll all go around. It's like, oh yeah, anything goes wrong, just go to mom.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well,
that would. I'm not right. Okay, I'm gonna flip it another way. Okay, yeah. I have a younger sister. She's 21. If she broke up with her boyfriend and he did that on my fucking Christmas Day, I'd be like, get this groveling piece of shit out of this fucking house, and we're gonna enjoy Christmas as much as we can without Nan, R.I.P. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the family doing? I don't
Shout out to Jordan's sister's boyfriend.
That's it, Luke. Yeah. You know what I was saying about the winter doubles? He's my doubles partner.
Oh no,
it all went to shit. If they break up, my golf career is over. But
you should just get her to break up on Christmas Eve for a laugh, just to see what happens. Just for some content.
Yeah. Oh god.
But it's fucking. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't be crying.
No, I'd probably.
You might be crying when you've ended him.
Yeah. Oh, now the police are on their way.
Yeah, you're going to jail on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh man,
it's not a good Christmas vibe.
No, it's not. That is awful.
Yeah.
That is horrendous. I hope
emotions at Christmas. Emotions at Christmas. All right, let's get on with the second one. I went to the pub on Christmas Eve 2019 and got absolutely steaming. Then I wake up Christmas Day, go downstairs, and there's like a weird atmosphere. I go into the kitchen and my mum's like, "Do you know what you did last night?" And I replied, "What?" Apparently during the night, I got up while sleepwalking, and I'd gone to go to the toilet, but I'd gone into my brother's room instead, where he's asleep with his girlfriend. So I just go into the corner of the room and start pissing.
Oh, yes.
That's it. My brother's girlfriend wakes up. She thinks I'm my brother. So she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" Then she realizes I'm pissing in the room. So she screams. My brother wakes up and he's like, "What the hell are you doing? Fuck off. Get out of my room." I go back to bed, blissfully unaware of what happened. I brought my brother's girlfriend some flowers. She came around in the afternoon.
Nice.
I thought he was going to piss on the presents.
Yeah.
That would have been better, to be fair. If you're going to do it properly. But yeah.
Do you know what? I've never understood the concept of getting smashed on Christmas Eve because I just feel like you're hungover on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I went out to, funnily enough, only like this is such a only Lozzie would understand. There's a pub called the Albion. I went to that pub, and then weirdly yesterday when I was doing the family rounds, I drove past it yesterday and it's shut down. But anyway, that's completely irrelevant. But I went out Christmas Eve. Everyone was getting smashed. I just made the decision. I was like, I'm not going to be hungover on Christmas Day. However, a business opportunity arose because I was driving, and all of these soon, for some reason, got round the pub that this guy was driving and not drinking, and I took complete strangers home for £10 a pop. I made a killing that night. So if you're out there and you don't want to get drunk on Christmas Eve, head down to some pubs and do some, I don't know if it's illegal, but do some, off the books taxi work.
I think it technically is illegal.
I was 18 at the time. 10 years ago, you can't do
it's less illegal than drink driving, so you're doing.
Yeah, there you go. I was just safely taking people home.
Yeah.
One guy was like 2 roads down. I was like, "Are you sure?" All right then.
For 10 quid.
Yeah.
Absolute robbery. I love it.
I didn't want to work it out, so I just said, "Look, I'll do it for a tenner. Close or far."
I don't want to work out the quote. I mean, it's literally 100 yards down the road. Let's call it a tenner.
Great tenner.
With inflation, probably about 15.
Yeah.
Oh dear. That's quality.
60 nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that I just didn't want to. I didn't want to drink on Christmas Eve.
That's fair. I mean, I don't personally understand the Christmas Eve. I don't get because you like to say you're drunk on or you're hungover on Christmas Day. Yeah. New Year's I kind of understand because you.
Oh, of course, yeah. New Year's go crazy, but Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, I don't get it.
Yeah,
I'd rather get drunk.
Quite a big thing as well, isn't it? Lots of people
it is.
Yeah. When I was at Newcastle, uni there, like everyone in Newcastle, it was a big night. And like, I've never really done it. I've done it once or twice, but it's just it's awful.
But weirdly, the week, or I don't know. Well, I guess it works out. Well, we're just the weekend before Christmas is always a weekend before Christmas, even if Christmas is on a weekend. I always found that the weekend before Christmas was a big night, which made sense because it's a week before, but it's like the 18th or something like that. That was always a good night as well. Shout out the Ocean Rooms in Goulston, Jesus Christ. But yeah, so but Christmas Eve, I don't get it because apparently you go home and you take a piss in your brother's bedroom.
That's it. And I've been drunk quite a lot, right? And I've been drunk like to the point where I don't really fully understand what's going on around me. But I've never been drunk to the point where I would comfortably walk into a room that doesn't really resemble a toilet and have a piss.
Yeah, you've got to be thinking you're dreaming, haven't you? But then again, if you pee in a dream, it kind of wakes you up.
I've done it and not realised.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm drowning.
Where have you peed?
There's probably a couple I can't say, but there was one. I think it's happened like 3 times, and once I did it. I was on army training. What's it called? Like adventure training. You go away, you get like 2 weeks, and there was the sergeant of the room who was like looking after the room, and I can't remember this. He told me about it in the morning, and there's I pissed. There's like a mirror where he's asleep. His bed, like a single army bed, bedside cabinet, and like a mirror. And for some reason, I thought that was the toilet, and I pissed up the mirror. And,
oh my God!
And he woke up to life in my back and heard the pissing, and then like pushed me, and then I just stumbled and then got back into bed.
Fucking hell!
Oh, that is just that's different.
Nice.
Pissing on a mirror.
So it does happen. It does happen.
There you go.
Yeah, 3 times I think. One, I can't. I'm not saying it on air, but I'll tell you about it off air. It was awful.
Oh dear.
Oh wow.
Fucking hell.
That's special.
That's it.
I haven't done it for a long time though.
That's progress. We
got Christmas Eve.
That's it. That's true.
Let's get pissing on Christmas Eve. All right, this next one. This was Christmas 2012. My parents split up, and at the time, my sister was living in the house that had been behind my dad and stepmom's house. And so we're all doing half Christmas there, half Christmas at my dad's. My stepmom had all her family around, including her 103-year-old grandma, and they're all quite quiet, reserved people. Then we hear the clip-clopping of drunkenly staggered heels, and it was my mum. My mum had basically gotten absolutely hammered and then put on one of her sister's going-out dresses, like a proper tight little black dress. She rang the doorbell and come in and introduced herself, slurring all over the place, then just fell onto the sofa and flashed everyone. I blocked her for years because it was just one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. So there you go. Bit of B-flaps on Christmas.
Oh, that's just sad, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's when it's your mum. The thought of that's sad. So what? Hang on. So they're broken up, and what? The mum was left on her own, and then it's just got smashed and has come over.
Yeah.
To the ex's house. Oh man. Yeah.
At least she got dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. She made the effort.
Gotta put some underwear on though. Jesus Christ.
Let's say all the overwear stuff. Brilliant.
Yeah, no underwear.
Yeah,
that's shocking.
It's going commando.
That's not what you want, is it?
No.
But then also, who let her in? You know what I mean? Maybe it's oh come on, mum, let's go back. No, it's not a good idea. See, this is the thing. Like, that's just some people have got to take some responsibility in these situations. I don't know what's going on in these families.
We've got a mix of things going on here. We've got like drunk people who've got emotions at Christmas, and you've also got weak-minded people who are just like blindly letting purely drunk people in to just make the whole thing worse.
It's hard in it as well. Christmas, you can't really turfing someone away on Christmas days.
Yeah,
it's a big shout.
It is, yeah.
They're going to remember that.
It's a necessary shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is also a common denominator here: alcohol.
Going
on here.
It's almost as if it's weird to be consumed by humans.
It's toxin. Yeah,
does weird stuff.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
I can't. I try and force myself just not to think of my mum possibly doing that, because I would literally die from the embarrassment.
Yeah, you just have to leave, wouldn't you?
It's not. Just leave her there. Just walk out.
I'm changing my name. I'm moving to a different country. I don't know this woman. Oh dear. All right, what's this next one? This was probably about 15 years ago now. It was Christmas Eve, and I went up to my stepbrother's room at 11 at night and started banging on his door and singing Christmas carols really loudly, being very annoying. My stepbrother opened his door, told me to shut up and fuck off, then slammed the door in my face. The bottom of his wooden door met perfectly with my big toenail on my right foot and ripped it clean off. It was hanging off by a tiny thread on my nail matrix. I spent the first hours of Christmas Day getting about hospital in a wheelchair with my dad, waiting to get it dressed and bandaged.
Oh man.
Christmas and A&E. That's the one. Isn't it?
I mean, I know obviously, the toes come off or toenails come off, but can we just appreciate what a sad shift Christmas Day must be for hospital workers?
Oh, Fuck
yeah.
No fucking hell. Because anyone that comes into A&E on Christmas Day, well, no one wants to be in A&E anyway, but especially on that day, fucking
You know it's
hell,
going to be pretty
shower
bad.
house.
Like, you wouldn't just get people turn up with like colds on A&E. Obviously, they probably do get people who do that throughout the year who are just hypochondriacs. But on Christmas Day, that's like the one day you really don't want to go to A&E. So I would have thought that people wouldn't go for like the more minor issues that they probably would do elsewhere in the year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really fucking bad when they turn up. Like, I don't know if this is wrong, but my placenta is out. Is that right? Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Me. Just the vision of the nail coming off.
It's not what you want.
And you got all the people who went out Christmas Eve. You got all the incidents that happened with the big night out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never had like a nail come off like from my fingers or my toes. Is that
I have, yeah. I had it was probably about 6 months ago, maybe a bit longer. Football, I toe poked a ball, and mate, it was like I felt it go. It ripped, and I was like, oh, and like my shoe felt stuck, and I was like, it was throbbing. Shit. I didn't really know what was going on, so I was like, obviously I hobbled over to the side, and I managed to get my boot off. I pulled my sock off, and I swear to God, my nail, so the front, it ripped in half and was pointing completely up. Like that. So it was, half of it was like there
down,
attached, and the other half had like snapped up and ripped off, and obviously that bit was all like bleeding underneath. But so then I tried to pull it, and it killed, and it wouldn't come. So then I had to hobble down to like there's like a little gym there with a reception. Hobble down to there. I was like, "We got some scissors," and I managed. I had to cut it off, the half of it off, and then I just left it, and then that other bit fell off. But yeah, it was like that was really painful. But I've never seen like they're actually really tough. Like they're strong. Like it's still attached. I thought I'd be able to pull it off, but no chance.
Fuck! How hard did you toe poke this ball?
Yeah, it was a proper toe poke. It just
so your foot, your toenail must have like caught on the material of the fucking boot, and then as you hit the ball,
and it just pulled back. Yeah. I mean, that's a lesson to always make sure your toenails are trimmed up.
We used to play like social indoor football on a Sunday. I loved it, and I had these football boots, the black and white Tiempo ones, and I once didn't trim my toenails, and obviously you got five toes even in Norfolk. the like index finger toe, if you like, toenail had sliced down the side of my big toe because man. And I like you said, obviously yours was more extreme and you felt it go straight away, but I felt like discomfort in my left, because I'm left-footed, in my left foot every time I kicked the ball. I thought, what if I broke my foot? And then I got home and I took my boot off, and the fucking blood in my sock from where it had just been slicing constantly down the side of my toe. Horrible. So I always made sure my toenails were trimmed after that. Jesus Christ. But I think they were also maybe a little bit tight, the boots.
I also, back in the arm, I've had both of my big toenails removed because for some reason I was just getting an ingrowing toenail on the side.
Oh yeah.
Horrible. On both of them, and it was agony, and there's not much you can do about it. And just I went to the medic there, and he's like, "Yeah, we just got to take them both off."
What does that hurt?
No, I think he put a little needle in. It's a bit sore because it's raw after until it takes a while. So like, especially when I have both of them done, like the skin has to because it's really soft.
Yeah,
it just has to go hard. And once after it's grown about a quarter of the way, I think that it hardens up, and then the nail grows over it. But so also you have to cut while doing that. They have to cut around the edges of your cuticles, your skin, to open it up to take it off.
Man.
So that bit hurt.
Oh shit!
So there's like no way they could just like maybe trim the nail or make it so you could
Nah,
not have
because
to take it off?
it's a weird condition, but basically the edges of it are like serrated, like a saw, and they're like constantly growing in that way.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to completely remove the nail and then hope that when the new one grows, it just doesn't do that effect. And it didn't. Luckily, I've never had it again. But yeah, there's nothing really I'd been back and forth a few times. We've tried like different stuff, and in the end, it's just like that was just best thing to do because it is really it's more painful actually having it because it's just constant like pushing against your nerves and that in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rank.
Yeah.
Bang your toe. Oh.
Yeah,
man.
it's just sore, like
horrible.
Especially when you're out running and shit all the time and doing log runs and stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
nasty.
That's just not what you want. Not what you want. Toes. Fingers and toes. I really hope I don't have to have a nail removed or have a situation where a nail gets removed because of me smacking my nail or something.
Was that gone as well?
That bone there, when I was a kid, I shut it in my dad's car door, and it's one of the smallest bones in your body. I think there's another small one in your tongue, but so from there and I broke it. I broke that in half.
Fuck.
And so that with that they had to get like a hot needle and push it all the way through to relieve all the pressure.
My word.
I think I was only young. I was about like I must have been about 8 or 9, and I just remember shutting the door and it's stuck in it's an old, like the old doors, like the old like 14ers and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at car doors, they've got like a rim in it and rubber. But this was metal against metal, which is why it broke. And
back in the day.
Back there, remember the doctor saying I got like a lollipop and something, and he was like, I don't see many of these little bones broken. He's like, it's very rare. So I was like, it was always my little claim to fame.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like the old cars were designed, the louder the clunk when you hit the door, the better it was the seal, you know what I mean?
Metal to metal, like yeah. If you shut your finger in a car door now, most of them have got a gap and they've got the rubber.
Yeah,
and you but those old ones, it was metal to metal. Like, chop your finger off.
That is horrible.
Machine.
That is rank.
Yeah, I really hope it's just the one. I mean, there are lots of injuries I don't want, but that's one of the more common ones that I really don't want. Is something to go wrong with now. God, it just makes me feel a bit icky,
Queasy.
Yeah. That's, you know what I mean? All right, what's this one? This next one. This was when I was 15 or 16, which is more than old enough to know better. It was around 9 a.m. on Christmas morning. My brother told me to go and ask my parents what they wanted for breakfast because one of our Christmas traditions is to make breakfast in bed for our parents. So he was like, go ask them what they want for breakfast in bed, whether it's pancakes or eggy bread or whatever. I didn't knock. I just walked straight into the room and I saw my dad balls deep in my mum. And I was not that vision was just etched into my brain for the rest of Christmas.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
No.
I didn't see that. I was just thinking, fair play to the parents for getting this air quotes tradition in early, so that every Christmas day they get breakfast before they have to slave away for the Christmas dinner. But that's something.
They were doing their tradition. That's the problem.
Yeah, maybe that's why they set up the breakfast thing.
Yeah,
give them a window.
Just
they need to get their order in the night before.
The way you said it, I mean,
balls.
There's ways of saying it, and you just
that
is not
when it comes to
Do you know what I mean? You just don't want it.
Man.
Don't want it.
No, man, that's just nasty.
Don't want it.
That's just fucking nasty.
Christmas is you can't.
Christmas would be fucked as well.
It's fucking done. I'm moving.
You can't sit there and open presents full knowing that you just. Your dad's been balls deep in your mum.
Yeah, and then your dad opens a present, there's a cock ring, and just get flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm going out.
He's got some
I might be sometime. You just never saw him again. The 15-year-old kid went out for milk and never came back. Like the fucking plot twist. Jesus.
That's funny.
They've gone missing for over
horrendous.
24 hours.
That is horrendous.
The police are onto the dad. You're like, hang on a minute. Did you not report your child missing? No, they saw us, having sex this
I'll
morning,
say
so
no
I-
more.
Yeah.
I
Say no
expect
more.
him to be
You'll
no
never
longer
see him
single.
again.
Yeah, he's for the streets now. He's gone.
Oh my days.
That's
Oh,
horrendous.
that
That
is
is horrendous.
It's the one thing you don't want to see. I mean, as well as being flashed by mum, it's just what I mean. Oh dear. At Christmas, it just feels elevated and worse. Probably because there's more family
Yeah.
involved. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I mean, the thing you don't want to see at best of times. Jesus Christ.
that's true.
Just, I don't know. If you've got the tradition of having a breakfast in bed, you not think it's a little bit risky?
That's
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Yeah.
And didn't he say it's like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
on Christmas morning? Like, fucking
Yeah.
hell.
I mean, they should be opening presents with the kids.
Yeah, like I'm. Jesus Christ,
He was
I'm like,
unwrapping his gift.
it's,
Oh, dear.
yeah, that's a good
Fucking
one.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Maybe
that's
they was
silly.
part of it.
They
Maybe
brought
it's-
that on themselves.
That's it. Maybe it's like a weird fucking kink. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It sounds like it.
yeah.
Almost got caught this year.
Yeah.
You got
It's
caught
a
this year.
funny little game. Sickos.
Fucking Christ.
Absolute wrong guns.
Yeah, they should
It's
be on a
important.
register. They should be on a register for that. That's
Definitely.
fucking horrific. That is horrific.
Disgusting people. Oh dear.
Oh, mate.
Read the next one to get over that absolute monstrosity of an image of your dad ploughing your mum on Christmas. I was helping prepare Christmas dinner with my mother-in-law. Then I came downstairs to check on what my husband was doing. He was on the computer, so I walk over and he's literally on the video chat with some bird. He immediately closes the screen and I'm like, what are you doing? It's literally Christmas. Who's that? He goes, oh, that's just Jenna. We're really good friends and I really like her, but it's not like that. I ask, are you cheating? And he's like, no. Literally the day after Christmas, I'm on the iPad and I see there's a new YouTube playlist called Sam and Jenna Game Time or something. And I was like, are you taking the piss? How long have you been in a relationship with this bird? He just kept gaslighting me saying, I can't have friends. I can't have friends. Why are you doing this? I was like, you're in a whole relationship with this bird. I said, I'm not going to do this on Christmas Day, but in 2 days, I'm filing for divorce. The divorce went through in March 2020. So, yeah, I'm happily divorced, and I can't believe that happened. So embarrassing. Like, how do you get cheated on a video game?
But yeah,
Wow.
did he actually cheat on her?
It is indecisive.
I mean, it's not
inconclusive.
good. Like, you're gonna get in a fucking big
But
trouble.
what-
Phone. But
In what fucking world is it a good idea to do this on Christmas Day? But let alone that, he said, we're really good friends and I really like her, but not like that. I mean, that brings up suspicion straight away.
yeah, I mean, it could, like, devil's advocate. What if it was just innocent and she,
It could have been.
I mean, she's filed for divorce. I mean, I hope there was more to it than, like, it's not good, and it's a conversation, and he's in the doghouse for sure. But divorce over, I guess it's the Christmas thing. But
Yeah.
divorce over a playlist of a gaming with someone, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's just nah.
I won't I won't name names or anything, but something similar-ish happened within my family.
Oh, God.
Whereby it was Christmas Day. I don't think I was there. I wasn't because obviously my parents split up, so I'd spend Christmas at one and then Boxing Day the other, and then we'd flip the next year. So I think I was at my dad's, which gives away this is on my mum's side. And basically, oh fuck it, who gives a shit? They're divorced now. So my auntie, my blood relation, her at the time husband, so they were there Christmas Day and that, right? And then out of nowhere, randomly, he was like, I'm going to go walk the dog that wasn't his, right? So he fucks off and walks the dog for ages. So my uncle, I'm pretty sure this is what happened. My uncle went out to this is strange, saw him on the phone. And then months later, when it all came out what was going on, turns out he was on the phone to his mistress on Christmas Day. But just the way he was just like, oh, just gonna take the dog for a walk, the dog that isn't his. It's like, are you fucking joking? Like, are you a fucking moron? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's Awful excuse, isn't it?
And do you know what? We'll fucking go the whole hog. So then they actually stayed together. Years and years and years later, I am at the pub with Jack. We're watching an England game. I think it was a friendly. I weren't drinking. Right, this is in Norwich, which is like 45 minutes from where this individual lives. Right, this guy. Still with my auntie, right? And I'm outside in the smoking area, just having a chat and that. Again, I'm sober, didn't bother drinking. I think I drove, I can't remember. Anyway, he comes out of a pub over the road with this woman, right? And I see them, and he sees me, and he shits himself. Like, fuck. Comes over to me, groveling, please don't say anything, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, it's my auntie. So I didn't give a fuck. Like as soon as he went, I rang up my mum and I was like, "Mum, this is what's happened. I've seen blah blah with this woman." To put it in perspective, it's like it's my auntie's. So anyway, I was in a really difficult situation. I was like, "Fuck," but I'm not gonna fucking So anyway, it all came out. I don't give a shit. It's my auntie at the end of the day. I fucking get a call a few days later from my auntie. Jordan, I got Mark here. He's saying that you're lying, that you were smashed, I'm 26 years old and sober, and this guy is trying this, right? That you were smashed and that you didn't actually see him or you were making a mistake. I was like, listen, I'm a fucking adult. I'm fucking sober. He's fucking lying. I hear the guy in the background, right? He's fucking lying. He's fucking lying. I'm not being funny, right? And I was a PT for a while, yeah. I took this guy on the boxing pads. The guy can't punch for shit. He's about as little of a threat I could imagine. I was getting pissed off. This guy saying, I'm lying to my fucking... I'm about to kill this fucking guy.
That's worse.
And then eventually, the absolute fucking... He is just... He's just a fucking... I hate to use... The only term that comes to mind... Yeah. I was actually going to use your terminology, Dan, but obviously you've used it for Chris Watts. He's a worm, right? He's a switched on guy. He's intelligent, but he's a fucking narcissist. He's like, he couldn't do anything physically to anyone, but you can be fucking sure he can manipulate. He's one of them.
Yeah.
And I just, but when he was just like trying it, I was like, mate, are you for fucking real?
But as well, like, have some memories about you. Like, it's been cool.
Take responsibility.
Like, you're going out dating with this woman, around, like you run the risk that someone's going to see her. Like when they do, like you're caught. It's the end of the road. You're done.
Yeah.
Like,
And I forgot the worst bit. Because this was the final nail in the coffin, right? Because his own son saw him with the woman months earlier, and he managed to gaslight my cousin into thinking that he didn't actually see him with a woman. So he manipulated his own fucking son. So then he tried to honor with me as well, and obviously I was having fucking absolute piece of shit. But they're divorced.
But why as well? If it's going on that long, why is he even with your auntie?
I know, mate. I know. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, absolute piece of shit. But yeah, like I say, he was like, "Oh, I'm just going to take the dog for a walk on Christmas Day." This wasn't like this was years, because like I say, they like healed or whatever you want, But it was the same woman, or we believe it was the same woman the whole time. And this is over like a number of years. But yeah, so I can kind of relate to that story. But yeah, I couldn't fucking believe, mate, when I was like, dude, you don't even try it. I was fucking... I know you're kind of hedging your bets on me being pissed, but I was sober. So there is zero fucking... you came up to me and you groveled and you begged me as a fucking 50-year-old man begging a fuck... fuck me, dude. Just
mate.
Go fuck yourself. But yeah,
absolutely. The good thing as well is like you phoned it, you called it in straight away.
So I couldn't
didn't give him any time to fucking worm his way out of it.
Yeah, no. So fuck it, because he was holding hands with her. I mean, there's no fucking doubt. There's no doubt. I was like, fuck you, man.
Watch your partner's Christmas if they stroll off for something.
With your brother's dog. I
love how there was no scrutiny of his own idea. just to go out with the dog. Like,
I was going to take
It's the funniest thing ever.
Right.
That just got up and go walk someone else's dog.
Yeah,
like,
Queen's speech is on. Where are you going?
You don't even know the name of the dog. You're like, I'll just go walk the dog.
Yeah.
The worst thing is he didn't even walk him.
Yeah. Just went around the corner and hid
on the phone.
Yeah, fucking dick. But yeah, that was that really.
Yeah, I remember it's quite a long time ago now, but it was like a more distant relative come to ours or down to us for Christmas. They were like, I don't really know what relation. I can't even remember what relation they were, but anyway, they were basically survived on alcohol for quite a long time. So they were addicted to alcohol at some point, but they were obviously trying to make a change in their life. It was, I think he was over like 50, 60. So, trying to make a change at that time, you're going to have to do it. Obviously, you're going to run into some real fucking problems. But he was unfortunately addicted to alcohol. We tried to have as little alcohol in the house as possible over Christmas, but he did try and look for some. But I remember there was a morning where he came down from the guest bedroom. I didn't see him, but my sister did. And he came down apparently in like some boxer shorts, and his hog was hanging out. So my sister saw that. She said that was quite a sight. But also, the slightly more funny thing, I guess, is he just went missing on I don't know if it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. He just went missing. Didn't know where he was. He just fucked off. And we were like trying to phone him, trying to look around for him. And what we should have realised is that probably inviting an alcoholic to a house opposite a pub probably isn't a great idea.
Yeah.
So he's over the pub, just necking absolutely anything he can get his hands on. So yeah, that was a weird Christmas, and I don't think I ever saw him again. So that's it. But I managed to have a half decent Christmas. I mean, I did buy some Copperberg and Stella. I did get some Stella Artois. That was gone.
Nice.
So I didn't have any drink that Christmas because he had it all. But yeah, I remember that being. We didn't obviously do a good enough job of making sure there was not a lot of drink in the house, and obviously inviting him to a house literally opposite a pub was probably not a great idea. But
you should have just got more drink. You should just got like 3 bottles of vodka, put it on his table, and then be like, "Look, we've got our drink. Drink that. Go to bed."
Yeah.
Have a good Christmas.
Yeah.
Not fucking hell. Drink at Christmas, a drink at any time. It's just not the mix.
It's when it all kicks off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, right.
Most definitely.
Got a couple more stories to do, and then we can go to the little bit of a Q&A that we do at the end. So this next one, I've always known I've had a mild allergy to certain fruits, but nothing has ever happened to this extent. So I was helping out with Christmas lunch a few Christmases ago, chopping up the parsnips. I had rubbed my eye at some point in the process, and then my eye feels really itchy. It feels like something is in my eye. It was slowly getting worse and worse, starting to blister, which was pretty gruesome. It got to the point where my entire eye was starting to close up, and my mum was like, "You're having an allergic reaction. You need to go to A&E now." So Christmas Day was me, my dad, got into the car, drove to A&E, and I had to spend the rest of the day on steroids, which made me pretty high. So I had a lovely Christmas.
Parsnips of all the vegetables.
Don't like parsnips.
Oh, I love
parsnips. Fan. I do love parsnips. I used to hate them as a kid. I don't know why I ever thought this. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's because as a kid, I know exactly what it is actually. As a kid, you're having a roast dinner or whatever, and you think you're about to bite into a roast potato, and all of a sudden it's a fucking different root vegetable. And it's I think it's just that deception that I just can't get past.
Yeah, you're deceived.
Yeah, that's honestly why I didn't like them as a kid. I think that is why. Hang on a minute, you've deceived me.
Yeah, I don't do that.
What looks like a little roast potato, or something,
and instead it's all sweet and just now.
That's it. Now
parsnip soup.
I love parsnips. Oh yeah,
make parsnip soup out of parsnips. It fucking takes ages, but it's worth it.
Honey glazed parsnips.
Oh, mate,
love it.
Honey glaze. Anything honey glaze is next level, isn't it?
Yeah, fucking love it.
I am looking forward to Christmas dinner. Although I don't really understand what's going on. I'm at Maya's parents, and I went there a year before last for Christmas, and it was an incredible Christmas dinner. They're very nice. Like they like roast beef. I don't like roast beef, so they got me my own little mini turkey.
wow.
Yeah, amazing. But I heard a rumor the other day. Yeah, it was actually fucking. It was some vegan shit. No, I heard the other day. Maya was saying, so what they're doing this year for Christmas is whatever you want, they'll make. So I'm having mac and cheese. And I was like, surely that's not like. Because I still want a full Christmas dinner, and they're not just going to make a full fucking Christmas dinner. But also, why do you just want mac and cheese? Like, what is going on
Christmas Day? I don't know how that's many. That's just wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
So wrong. It's so simple. It's like just going. We'll just have beans on toast for Christmas. Like it's not.
But it's her choice. Like, she's like, you can have whatever you want, mac and cheese for Christmas. So I don't get it. Let's not go there.
Mac and cheese as a starter, and then your Christmas dinner.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. But also, I'll tell you what I don't like, which annoys me like with meal deals around this time and stuff, is like everything Christmas related has fucking cranberry sauce in it.
Yeah, I mean, I love cranberry sauce.
I love cranberry sauce.
I went to I think it's Greg's. And they do this fucking like Christmas dinner. I keep swearing. Christmas, how passionate I am. Christmas dinner like baguette thing that they'll heat up for you. And I was like, it does have cranberry in it, but I'll risk it. And I got it, and oh my god, it was like in a trench of cranberry sauce, man. It's just like
that would be the place for me.
Sweet, man. I mean, fruit. It's fruit.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I just can't do it. Can't do it.
I mean, cranberry on any roast dinner.
I have my go-to sandwich at like my local. It's like cranberry, like peri chicken and cheese, and it's like all together. It's a real weird combo, but it's so tasty.
Nice. There are some. I mean, what I'm about to say is a lot stranger, but there are some strange combos out there. Like when I was in high school, when you got to like year 10, 11, you were allowed to go out for lunch. Like you could go to like Tesco and shit. And I got into this phase of like thinking about things that I liked and then combining them. And I tell you what, right? Just try this, yeah? Try a Whisper and a sausage roll. Just stack it. And honestly, because I was like, I like Whispers, I like sausage rolls, so this must work, and it does.
How do you combine them?
So it can be as simple as you just bite one, then just combine it in your mouth, or you can just stack it. But yeah, they just both need to be in your mouth at the same time to combine the flavors. It's kind of like it's like a salted porky Whisper. I don't know, but it's good. But yeah, it's just when you just said about combining strange things, I thought back to the time when I did that. Some don't work, but that one did.
I do it a lot with drinks, and my mate tagged me the other day. So if you get a Corona and Disaronno and mix that, and it tastes, and I've done this, and it does actually it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Really?
Oh mate, it's so good.
I'm doing that.
Get yourself a Corona, some Disaronno, put it in, and if you add like a touch of Coke or Pepsi, you're like, you can't taste the difference. That's my drinks over Christmas sorted. I've got like 2 crates of Corona and a bottle of Disaronno.
Nice.
I hate anything like spiced wine, like mulled wine.
Oh, right, okay.
You don't like spiced rum?
I don't mind spiced rum.
Captain Morgan's spiced rum is fucking lovely.
I prefer normal, like just dark rum.
Really? Yeah, I love spiced rum.
Anything with like cinnamon in it, like touch of cinnamon.
Nah. So yeah, you won't like the Dr. Pepper, Corona, Amaretto, Disaronno combo.
Oh, has Disaronno got that sort of flavour in it, has it?
It's nutty, really sweet. Yeah, it's like nutty and sweet. It's not really spice, but you taste, for some reason when you have it with the Corona, it does taste Do you like Dr Pepper? You like Dr Pepper, don't you?
Yeah, I like Dr Pepper.
Oh, you'll like this thing, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I like Dr Pepper.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm going to drink.
Try
I want to stick to one thing over Christmas. But I might give it a go. If the ingredients are in the house, I'll give them a go. For sure. Yeah. If not, I think I might just go for. I tell you what, I went through stages. I've definitely gone through stages. I had a massive Disaronno and Coke stage, fucking hell, to a point where every year I'd get like 6 bottles of Disaronno from like different people for Christmas because I'm like, oh, well, he likes Disaronno, and that actually put me off Disaronno for a little while. But yeah, Disaronno and Coke was my go-to. Then it was Southern Comfort and lemonade. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's top tier. I'm with you on that.
Southern Comfort lemonade.
Southern Comfort lemonade is lovely.
I see because as you guys know, I don't like beer. I just like things that taste nice. I know that people say, "Well, beer tastes nice," but to me, it doesn't. Like, it tastes yeasty. But I just like if it essentially doesn't taste like alcohol, I think it's a great drink, a great alcoholic drink. But yeah, Disaronno and Coke. Then I went on to Some Comfort and lemonade. Then I had a big, which I think a lot of people did, a pink gin and lemonade phase. Like pink gin come out of nowhere. Do you remember that? Like it was not a thing. And then Gordon's just come. I think it was Gordon's. Yeah. It was when I was working in the bar as well. We used to go for about 3 bottles of that a night.
Yeah, just gin night everywhere. Yeah,
it's crazy. I remember I had the audacity to make a woman a G&T, and I used Schweppes tonic instead of Fever Tree. Good God. Honestly, you'd have thought I just punched a child in the face. I was like, all right, fuck me, I'll make another one. Yeah. Like,
all the different types of tonic, like slimline. It's like, just fucking have one tonic.
What the fuck is the difference? Can't you just have one tonic water, be tonic water?
But people kick off. They're like, is this slimline? And you're like,
yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck, it isn't. And then they're like, no, it isn't. Yeah. Throw this drink away.
Oh, man. I'd never forget. It was so loud. It was probably because I worked in a holiday camp. It was probably fucking Baby Shark or some shit. But anyway, I thought this guy said, can I have a Baileys and Coke, please? And in my head, I was like, that's going to curdle, but all right. So I went off and I made it. And then it did. It just kind of, he laughed at it. He's like, what the fuck is that? I was like, you asked for Baileys and Coke. And he was like, I fucking didn't. I can't remember what he actually asked for now, but I just remember making that. And straight away, mate, it just, oh, man. That looked grim.
Yeah, that's another thing I just can't get on board with. I can't get on board with Baileys.
No, I'm not a fan. My mum loves it, man.
Yeah,
Christmas time, fucking Baileys come out. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, try this. It's like a milkshake. It's fucking not.
It's not. It's fucking not.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Just curdled like fuck,
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so pink gin and lemonade, big phase. And then just rum and Coke, kind of pretty much
still
since. Yeah. I was like, just nice rum and Coke. Can't go wrong. What do you guys think you're going to be drinking over Christmas? Other than your new Dr. Pepper concoction.
Yeah, that's it for me.
That's it, yeah.
I got some beer to use. I got from last year just because it was, I think you had to pay for delivery only. There's like a beer subscription thing, and you got like a box of beer, and your first one you just pay like $5 for delivery. I've still got some of it in my fridge, so I'll probably take some of that. Other than that, depends what I really can be asked to take with me, because I know nothing that my mum is going to be nice. She likes gin. I'm not a massive fan of gin. She's got all sorts of different weird fucked up gins. You know, the sort of gin you'd see on like a council estate, like Cherry Bakewell gin. It's like, what the fuck? All right, you got your pink gin, right? You got, all right, you can have.
I'd say blood orange is very good.
Say blood orange is
very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, all this fucking lemon drizzle cake. Fucking, it's just fuck off.
There are so many. I tell you what, when I worked at Pets at Home back in the day, one of my other managers that wasn't a prick, funnily enough, he actually works at the Pets at Home around the corner that I now go to for cat food. But anyway, he was like a fucking connoisseur of gin. Like he'd like, he's probably just an alcoholic, but he every flavor, man. It's like one of his passions. Like, fair enough, people are into whatever, but he just like all different flavored gins. Like he'd go to gin tasting things and that, and nice. I think he was part of a society. But like he opened my eyes to just how many different flavored gins there were. Pretty much, if you can put it in a liquid, it exists.
With
flavor. with gins, but yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
You ever had slow gin?
But yeah, my uncle makes it. It's
that's nice.
Yeah, because isn't it's slow
berries,
fruit?
Yeah, slow berries, and then you basically just you put it in and leave it. But yeah, we've got a guy at work who used to make it, and he leaves it, and it's like it's so good. And then you basically get the berries, throw them in, leave them for like however long you want. Maybe do like 6 months, and then just drain it out.
And there you go.
It tastes really good though.
Yeah.
Like I said, my uncle makes it. I think my mum grows slows on her allotment or something like that. There's like a combination going there. Probably got some sort of alcohol racket going on.
Yeah.
Going under the radar. No tax. Cash home. No, I'm joking.
Biggest slow gin dealers in the East.
Here you go. Amy in the chat says, my boyfriend's parents got me a trifle gin. Trifle gin. Trifle.
Honestly. Fuck's sake.
I mean, what is in that?
I really
because a trifle tastes like 3 different things for a start.
Cream, custard, and strawberry jelly, isn't it?
It's basically just. I think there's a thing, isn't it, about trifle? It was like, was it in the war or something? It's just like the leftovers that they just made this thing up. And it was a trifle. It's just, we used to have it when I never liked it, but I used to have it when you were young, and it's just like it's it's a very poor thing to have in it.
Oh dear. And it's in gin.
I think the only other there's a drink that I think it's called. Anyway, it's from It's like a alcoholic drink taken from Harry Potter, but the Harry Potter version is not alcoholic, and it pains me to say I like it because it's something from Harry Potter, but
that butter
beer.
Oh
no, that is toffee. That's toffee vodka with cream soda water.
Oh my!
It sounds horrific.
It sounds horrendous.
It is actually quite nice. You can't drink more than like one lot of it.
One
because it's rich.
It is rich. Yeah, it's quite sickly, but it is nice. It is nice.
Harry Potter drinks this.
You what? Sorry.
Does Harry Potter drink it? Do you say?
I think I don't know what that has got alcohol in the films. I'm sure it has.
They just make a weird little.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it is a drink in the film, butterbeer.
Yeah, toffee popcorn.
Kieran Hart says, Copperberg strawberry lime gin is my girlfriend's favorite. I forgot Copperberg got in on the gin game.
Oh, mate, everyone got on the gin.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We should have got in the gym game.
At my gym.
Oh,
we could have done some sort of deal with your mum for the
slows. That's it. And the distribution.
Yeah. The slow trifle gin.
Yeah. Now what could we have done? I reckon what we should have done.
Birthday cake gin.
Oh mate. We should have taken each letter. So APMA, right? So apples, pears, mangoes, aubergine. Those 4, bosh, the APMA gin. I didn't know what that A was.
Is there another
A?
Yeah, the conspiracy gin. We could just have there's a label and we don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
Could be water.
In brackets, you may go blind.
Yeah.
It's just moonshine.
Yeah, it's made in the toilet.
Yeah. Toilet water.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
gee, I walked into that, Lewis, to be fair, but you are very behind. It says, damn, I'm behind, but this just in, Jordan loves a salty pork mixture in his gob. There you go. I walked into that.
Well, clocked. I missed that.
I love the idea of you obviously can't be asked to prepare it properly, so you just like, I take a bite of one and then a bite of the other. That's quite.
I was like 14, but
true. Yeah, we don't expect.
I discovered a lot.
That is weird though, with foods. Like, say you like something else, but then you put them together and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's like when you get at McDonald's, you eat it all, but then if you were to like blend, you drink your chips, your burger, and blend it all like into a milkshake, it would fucking taste disgusting. Well, it ends up in your stomach.
Yeah,
the same thing that ends up in your stomach, but like to do it would be, be awful.
Absolutely. Oh, Boodles Mulberry Gin. Merry Christmas, everyone, by the way. I don't know if we've said that. Yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Early Christmas.
Boodle's Mulberry Gin is the one with a Sicilian lemon tonic. Bloody hell, that is extra.
Sicilian lemon.
Boodle's Mulberry Gin with the
Never heard of that.
Sicilian lemon tonic.
Imagine asking for that at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw this guy out.
Yeah, you're not getting that. You're getting
Yeah.
like whatever he can.
What's that, JD and Coke?
Yeah. Pint of Stella.
Yeah, me and my cousin, when we were 17, we went into the Bell in Norwich,
Wow,
which is the Weatherspoons pub, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and we were ordering beers. I was hating it, obviously, but we were ordering beers because my cousin was like, "Look, let's just order normal beers because if we order anything else, they might get suspicious." And I thought, that's fucking stupid. But all right, we had a few beers, right? Then I thought, fuck this, I hate beer. So I went up and I ordered, I don't know, something a little bit different. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't a beer. And would you believe it? The bastard ID'd me and we got thrown out.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's true.
Yeah. So here's a lesson that you shouldn't learn from because it's illegal. But
yes,
I've got to also say, I think that drinking alcohol was the most fun. Being 17 in a pub. Oh, will I get served? Won't I? Holy oh, and then you do, and it's just like it's such a rewarding drink. It's just fucking, it might as well be free. It's just like, oh, this is incredible. I shouldn't be having this.
We had this guy that like at school that we would all go to, and we would literally I mean, he obviously knew, but like we were like, right, so we and it's a bit like in between us, just cracks me up. But like, so we would wear our school shirt, and then my mate had like one of his dad's ties, and we would put the tie on. So we would like on a Friday night, we're going out, we would have this shirt and this tie as a school kid, and I looked young as fuck anyway. Even when I was 18, I looked about 15. So like when I'm going in at 15, I must have looked about 12, and he would serve me, and it's just like, and obviously you always get your oldest mate to go in there, like the tallest at the time.
Yeah,
it was like fake beard, but yeah, we'd go in, but like, well, like if you wear a shirt and a tie, he'll always serve you.
Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Try and put a bit of a deeper voice on you going.
Yeah.
Hello, can I have
just in an office party.
Yeah, I am. Speaking of looking younger when you're older, I was the opposite. And when I was 15, I had a goatee. Right?
Oh, really?
But anyway, I was at a house party filled with people of my year, right? And basically, the guy who was hosting the house party, his older brother came back with all of his mates, right? And once I've told you the story, I'll go back to why that's weird. But anyway, well, for a start, we're 15. But anyway, so boys and girls are 15 years old, all at this house party, right? Myself included. And then these older people come back. And one of their mates of the older kids, sorry, I know I'm really fucking killing this. They're like 20, right? Gets me up against a wall and says, "What the fuck are you doing? Are you selling drugs to these kids? Like, what the fuck are you doing here?" Right? And I'm like, no. And because I'm born in May, right? So I was actually one of the fucking younger ones. And I was like, no, I'm 15. What the fuck? But then I think about it now. Hang on a minute. You're a fucking 20-year-old getting a 15-year-old up. What the fuck are you doing there, you fucking pedo?
No,
fuck's sake.
There's accusations flying across the room.
He's selling drugs to these young girls. I'm trying
that's what I'm here for. Yeah, I'm on his
turf.
It don't work with my royal.
But yeah, so I'll never forget that night. Fuck's sake. I got accused of being a paedophile at the age of 15 with a load of other 15-year-olds. Slash drug dealer. Like, fucking hell. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. But yeah, underage drinking. We're not advertising it. I'm just purely speaking anecdotally. Underage drinking was the one. Do you know what I mean? It really was.
I never heard
we used to mix the strongest beer, so like super tenants and then like super strongbow. Because basically I had a $5 and it was like, what can I get?
White Lightning. Yeah, Frosty Jacks.
Yeah, it was always like, and then we were stupidly as well, like, don't do this. But like, then to help us get more pissed, we used to add paracetamol.
Oh,
wow. Really bad. Like that was our
it
go-to.
was like the prototype for lean or something like that.
Yeah, it's like paracetamol, super strongbow and super tenants, and like mix it all in and whisk it up, and then I mean you'd get plastered. You'd get plastered for sure, but I don't recommend it to anyone.
Man,
I don't recommend it either. I haven't even done it.
that's insane. Oh, snake bite. I forgot about that.
That's what it was.
That's
Yeah.
That's
So
illegal
we
now,
called
isn't
it super snake bite with paracetamol.
Still a bit of blackcurrant in it. Would have been fine.
Yeah.
Not for a
It
rebrand.
was honestly, it was so potent. It was like with the super tenants was like drinking. It's like if you ever had it, super tenants, it's like almost like coffee. It's that strong.
Oh,
and then the
man.
super strongbow blows your head off, and then you mix them and throw in a bit of paracetamol. Oh my god, it was like, but for £5, it would get you.
It'll get you there.
Yeah,
It'll get you there. Liam says the paracetamol mixture was the first ever blackout of Dan's.
It probably was, mate. To be fair, yeah, it's probably where it all kicked off and started.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking brilliant!
Yeah, don't do that. Fucking
yeah.
It's all kinds of stupid.
Yeah,
all kinds of stupid indeed.
But yeah, there was. I'm just gonna. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna shout him out.
That's it. He's fucking.
There was a pub back in the day called the Kevel. Right, Lozzie remembers the Kevel. Now the Kevel is, funnily enough, you'd see a lot of 16-year-olds in the Kevel, weirdly, because that's the place where you could get served. And I reckon there's probably like in every area, there's like the pub,
100%,
where like they don't give a fuck. They just want to make money, you know. And it's just like everyone would be down the Kevel, and the demographic age would be like 16. It's just like, but they're one of the most heathen pubs in the area.
Yeah, because that's the thing in it. They know that. Although they'll tell all the mates, and then everyone will go there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess nowadays, I guess you get so fucked for it that there's no one.
They wouldn't risk it probably, but fuck, back in the day, fucking.
Yeah,
quality.
we had a place to go to. You could play pool at the back, and then there was like a little side bar you go to. It wasn't like the main bar; it was a side bar, and you just get served. And we were like 15, 16.
Nice,
all down there getting smashed.
The funny thing about the Kevel, Lozzie, I think you were there for that New Year's. I think you were the one that got blamed. So basically, the Kevel, a lovely establishment, would serve you underage. Not a fucking issue. Yeah, we were there for New Year's Eve. Loads of us down there, right? It was all going fucking swimmingly. And then our good friend at the time, Alex Massey, love him. Like, if he's out there, like, all the best to you. I think he's a paramedic now, fair play. But he was like training to be a cage fighter. He was pretty decent, but I think he might have got kicked in the head too many times. But anyway, he decided for no fucking reason that he was going to bring in a 6-pack cans to the pub. Right now, obviously the landlady was more than happy to serve us all illegally underage, but she draws the line if you bring your own fucking shit. And she found an empty can when she was collecting glasses. Well, fuck me. She kicked off like fuck. I believe the empty can was next to you, Loz, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. She kicked off at me.
Did she?
She was screaming at him like, "Are you taking a piss? Fucking!"
I had a glass in my hand. Bear in mind, she came up to me. I had a glass in my hand with beer in it. I bought from the bar, but she thought I was the one who brought it in. And unfortunately, she did back down after a while, and I was allowed to stay there. But
but talk about like
bother.
You know, I mean, two wrongs don't make a right, but you are serving everyone underage here knowingly. You know what I mean? It's like, let's just, if there's a can of Strongbow on the side, let's just relax, all right?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
that is quite
eat
funny.
too much into your profits, but she kicked off royally.
She was.
That is hilarious. When you think about the actual what's going on, then how much in trouble she could get, and she's kicking off about can of cider.
It's fucking crazy. But that's the Kevel. Don't know if it's still there, but
it's still there. I'm pretty sure it's open still. I think.
Nice. Maybe new management. Maybe new management.
Maybe don't take cans.
But no, amazing.
God.
Drinking,
eh?
The root of all fun and evil. Oh dear.
Get your questions in for the Q&A. Got any drinking stories that you want to share? Or if you want any advice on how any other
how to make a concoction. That'll get you there.
Yeah, tell you what, get some cocodamol. That's the
That's the stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what I combined that with. That when I had that, I injured my ribs, And if you injure your ribs, even like breathing, laughing, coughing, I've built up a phobia of sneezing at one point, just like taking an axe to the fucking side. But I went to A&E because the pain was too much, and I had a friend there that was. This sounds a bit dodgy. I had a friend that was an A&E doctor there, so I got served in 14 minutes on a 4-hour wait time. So I text ahead. But anyway,
Jesus Christ,
she prescribed me cocodamol and one other thing. I can't remember what it was. But she was like, "This will sort it out. Like, this will sort the pain." And obviously she told me to combine them, so I did, and turned me into a fucking zombie. Like, Lozzie, you and Dan took me to. It was my birthday, and you took me to. I can't remember. What's the place? Frankie and Benny's, and I can't. I was just like on fucking autopilot. I had to stop taking the pain. I'd rather put up with the pain because the combination of these two things. I was like 20% there. It was fucking mad.
People get addicted to cocaine, don't they?
Yeah,
it's fucking powerful stuff.
Yeah,
fucking powerful. I can't remember what the other shit was. It is very good. But yeah, that and the other thing. Whew.
Rappers have it, don't they?
Yeah, like I think that's I was saying about lean earlier. I think that's how they make lean. I think like cocodamol, energy drink, and
Jesus Christ.
Pepto-Bismol. I don't know. Don't do this, by the way. I'll just say.
Really we're telling you what not to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not what to do.
This is honestly advice on what not to do.
Yeah.
Christ.
We've had many Merry Christmases in the chat. New hemp CBD came in, says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Liam Bennett, regular. Thanks for your question. Would you rather stop giving presents or stop receiving? If you stop giving to people, they carry on giving to you, and then you seem like a worm.
I obviously, of course, I love receiving gifts, but I actually prefer giving. I really like maybe it's selfish. I don't know. I love it when I give someone a gift and they're like, "Oh my god, this is when you've nailed a gift." I really like that feeling. So yeah, I definitely prefer to give and stop receiving. I think
the good thing nowadays is that like with families and like get-togethers, like we do like Secret Santa, so it kind of everyone gets a present, but like because imagine if you did have to buy for every single person there, and there's like 20 people there.
Yeah,
like, I think how much it would cost you.
And
then if everyone's got to do that, like Secret Santa's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Secret Santa can go wrong though.
Yeah,
especially if it's in the work.
Yeah.
Like if you get a Tottenham fan assigned Arsenal Saka plaque.
Yes, it. No, some people like the Joker gift. Some people don't.
Yeah.
You can't please everyone.
Yeah, giving presents is nice though. Like that's funny as well about Christmas. When you have kids, like it brings it. Christmas is exciting again. Like you look forward to it, and like I think Christmas is all right when you haven't, but like being a kid and then having kids, it makes Christmas so special.
Yeah.
So I really look forward to just seeing their faces because it's like you relive it through them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Are you going away this year? You went away last year, didn't you?
Yeah, we're just having a little break. So I think we're going to go see Isle of Wight for a few days.
Nice.
Going to go down to Bournemouth and then pop in and see James, and then go to see all the family and stuff here. Go down to Bournemouth, then a few days on the Isle of Wight, just to show my kids up where I used to live and do some stuff over there. We get to go on a boat and that.
Nice,
cool.
But yeah, not this year. Next year I definitely want to go. I really want to do a cruise.
Yeah.
One of my plans.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Do a cruise. Just try it out, see what it's like.
Yeah.
In answer to Liam's question, I think I would stop receiving as well. Just because, like Jordan, I like if I nail a gift. There are gifts where I know, like sometimes I fuck up. Like last year, I got someone a bath bomb, or they're a really nice set of bath bombs. They don't have a bath, but That's me fucking up.
It's just a bomb.
I swore that they had a bath. As far as I remember, I thought they had a bath in their bathroom, but they don't. They have a shower. So that would have been a completely useless product for them. That I'd fucked up. But
Yeah,
normally
that is a fuck up.
Yeah, normally I'm pretty alright with gifts, but yeah, it's when you properly nail a gift and someone actually is like sees it as not just something they're going to use for like maybe the day, but it's going to be good for them for whatever. Like, you know, if you get something that'll make their life easier, if you get something that'll make them like, if they had a bath and they wanted to use bath bombs, that'd be a good time for them to relax and they'll value that. But yeah, it is good to see people like really appreciating the gift, and nailing a gift is good. Gives you a good feeling. And it probably is a little bit selfish, but it's selfish for the right reason, I guess, or a good intention. Yeah, thanks for your question, Liam.
Thank you, bro.
Next question. Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands? Different type of question, this one. I don't actually know.
I think I'd rather have hands for feet.
Yeah,
because there's more dexterity in your hands.
Yeah.
And you can definitely run on hands. So I think you get all the benefits of your feet, but also the benefits of your hands.
Yeah, because if you have...
You can like climb shit.
Yeah.
Better.
If you have your feet for hands, you lose the dexterity. You'll just be having to
you'll be fucked.
Stuff up. Like you have to use the insides like this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't pick stuff up properly and use it. So yeah, I'd probably go for hands for feet with that one.
Yeah, get a decent pair of like gloves, and then you probably have to make some
durable
soles for them for your feet.
You'd be away.
Yeah. I think I'd go. I think as well. You could cover it up more, as in how it would look.
Yeah,
like if you got big feet on your hands, you're just gonna look like a nut.
You're gonna have to wear shoes on your hands. Or where your hands would be.
I wonder if anyone's ever been born with any
feet
of those.
fans.
I imagine the genetics are too far away from each other to do that, but you never know.
I don't know. The world's a scary place.
Could be out there somewhere. If you got feet for hands, let us
know. Show us. Definitely. I want to see it. I want to see how you function. How does your life change by
probably good at running?
Oh yeah, but if you had feet for hands, you could be like a dog.
Yeah. Just go live in the woods.
Yeah. Go rogue.
Become a cryptid.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Join the circus.
Yeah. There's a lot of avenues for you at least.
You could be hunted for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you played football as well, it technically, if you pick the ball
is
up,
it a handball?
It's not a handball, is it? It's feet.
Yeah.
So you could pick it up and
just fucking run.
Run with it.
That is a good point.
And there we go. The game of football is broken for everyone.
Yeah.
Christ. Speaking of the football, just briefly, did any of you watch the final?
What a game.
Yes.
That was a fucking sick game.
It was very good. Oops, shit. It was very, very good.
Yeah,
it's good to see Messi get the trophy in the end.
Yeah. He's such a relaxed player. Like the amount of times that he's like, "Oh, we've got this." You know, the World Cup's mine. It's coming, and then it's like, "Nah, it's not." And then he's like, right now you got to take out another penalty, and he's like, "Oh, we've got this," and then it's like, "No, you haven't." It's just the amount of times he went through that was insane.
Yeah,
that he was so close, and like for him as well, you know, it's his last chance to ever get it, and he must have just been thinking like, "Fucking hell, like, come on, like, what have I got to do to get it?" But he kept going. Yeah. He fucking smashed all his penalties, all three of them.
Yeah,
didn't miss any.
Fucking crazy. It was
Mbappe as well,
especially that last half an hour.
Yeah. I mean, to go from 2-0 up to then 2-2 and then score again and then it go 3-3. Like, oh my god! Like,
they did it with Holland, though, didn't they? As well.
The Holland game, that was fucking insane. How that free kick they took was like just ridiculous.
With that Holland game, I was like, well, this is done. So I went to McDonald's and then I was like, saw like all the scores rolling through. I was
you could have done that with the France game, couldn't you? With like Argentina, France, it's done, it's finished. Like 70 minutes, and then all of a sudden, Mbappe just flicks the switch.
Mbappe was on some sort of drug that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what a fight, like to watch as well. I don't think I could have gone through that with England. I think I'd have fucking had an heart attack.
Oh, that would have been
horrific. That would have been horrific.
Yeah.
I don't think.
And then if we lost,
if we'd have gone out like France went out as well, it'll
be the Euros all over again.
Yeah, it'd have been awful. I don't think we'd recover from that.
No. Do you know, it's weird because Southgate is obviously he's decided to stay on. I think if we'd lost like that, I think he would have gone.
Yeah, which is weird because
he would have been more successful. Yeah.
No, 100%. I think it was weird with France. That, like, obviously, I know Kane missed the pen in that, but like, because of the way we played and stuff, like, it just didn't feel too bad.
Yeah, we gave it a go.
We played well, and like I think we almost played better than them. We just were unlucky.
I'd say so.
So it just didn't, for me anyway, personally, it just didn't feel. It felt like, okay, yeah, we're gone out, but we fucking gave a good show.
Yeah, most definitely, I agree.
Yeah, and so like you got a load of people just start spouting absolute nonsense as soon as the game's finished. Like, oh, Harry Kane shouldn't have taken the penalty. Blah blah blah. It's like, really?
He's literally our best penalty taker. Of course, he's going to take the pen.
What we just because he scored one before, we're going to now let someone else take it.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, hindsight's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
But
exactly. Imagine if you let someone else step up to take that, and then they miss, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" Like, you've got Kane. Exactly. He's not missed his last 16 or whatever it was.
And wouldn't have that goal taken him to the highest goal scorer for England?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Weren't meant to be.
It just wasn't. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Pressure.
Right, Kieran Hart's got a question here. What is the best present you guys have ever received, either for nostalgic reasons or other?
My Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue.
Yeah,
I feel like that shaped me.
Mine's probably another games console. Like, I think I got a silver PlayStation 2. Point for Christmas. That was nice. That was the bollocks.
Nice.
Love that.
Yeah, mine was the first Atari when it came out. And my mum and dad hid it, but so I got all my presents, I opened them all up, and then they were like, "Oh, have you checked everywhere?" I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, why don't you just have a double check, make sure he's not dropped anything or left anything like behind the sofa? And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." Okay, and then I must have been about 7 or something, and then I went and this Atari ST was behind the sofa, and I was like,
nice.
This is fucking amazing. I remember, like, it's literally the first computer console that was out, I think.
Yeah. Amazing.
But it was good.
All gaming related.
All gaming,
yeah.
Good question. I enjoy that. Another one from Liam. Have any of you guys seen the series Traitors on BBC recently? It's really good. Unpopular opinion, Mbappe will retire with a better career than Messi. Fuck.
No, I don't think that's unpopular. I think that's...
Yeah, I think that'll be the case.
Yeah. Oh, he's already won a World Cup, isn't he?
Yeah, at the age of 18.
Yeah. And then he's got finals, like, through pens, like, come so close.
Yeah.
Scored 4 goals.
The highest goal scorer in a World Cup final ever.
Yeah. Like, and he's fucking 23. Like, he's probably got he's got at least another 2.
Yeah. And he's French, and the France team are fucking amazing. Yeah. Like, I think the only thing that's going to slow Haaland down in the Hall of Fame is the fact he's Norwegian.
Exactly. He could have been. He could have picked English, couldn't he?
Oh, imagine
that, mate. That would be.
That'd be it. Yeah, he would be the missing piece.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a dirty player. Like he's
I love that fucking that video they put out where Haaland's like been bored and it's just gunning.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And the first game back is Leeds United. I'm so fucking scared. We're gonna get massacred on the 28th.
Oh,
we're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, I think the only thing I don't know with like. I see as well with Messi, just people love him. He's just so likable, isn't he? A likable character, and he's also like he's very humble. He's a very humble player. But yeah, time. I think he'll win more. I mean,
he should do.
Yeah.
I feel like, at this stage in his career, on the international stage, definitely should win more.
Yeah. You got to think.
Depends what he does at his club.
Yeah, Will he just stay in
no
France, or will he?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel
will
like he won't. I feel like he will move
Yeah.
at some point.
I feel like he has to. If
Yeah.
to go, I feel like it has to move to get. I don't know. Yeah, to get as many like accolades as Messi.
Yeah.
I mean, they pretty much piss the French league every year, so it's it's just the Champions League that
Champions League, and it like how many has Messi got? And the awards, he's got how many awards has he got?
Or the Ballon d'Ors. I don't even know. It must be at least 3 or 4, I reckon.
It just flip flops, or what did flip flop between him and Ronaldo, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, he's an absolute magician of a player. But also, I haven't seen Traitors. Just for your first part of the question.
Oh, sorry,
I haven't seen Traitors either. No,
I'll definitely have a Traitors BBC. I need a new series.
Thanks for the question.
That, Love, Death and Robots on Netflix. Is so
is that the animated thing?
Yeah, it's like Black Mirror but animated sci-fi, and it's just fucking it's fucking so cool. Some of them are really quite thought-provoking. It's quite scary.
Jesus, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Question from Jamie here: what worst presents you've received or given and received rather? I just said mine a little while ago. Given is probably the bath bombs to someone who doesn't have a bath. And received, I think one year I got Mega Blocks and I asked for Lego. Not good, but you know, mistakes were made. Let's put it that way. But that was when I was much younger. So yeah, that did paint me a little bit.
Received, I got a wind up pug toy thing a few years ago from my auntie.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. She thinks I like pugs. I've got nothing against pugs, but I'm a cat person. But anyway, so it's not the worst. It's just fucking random. I think the year before that, she got me a pug calendar. So I don't. Where has this pug thing come from? But yeah, given. Oh god. As a joke, I got my dad one year a fucking mankini.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did you take that?
That's the worst. Just laughed. That's the worst.
Given, I think once, I don't know if it was Christmas or if it was a birthday, but it was a present for an ex-girlfriend. I bought a really nice, I had them delivered, like a really nice bouquet of flowers, like really expensive. And I didn't know this at the time, but so it's for the next day. So I hid them in a dark cupboard and out the way for a surprise the next day. And then the next morning,
they were dead.
We were all dead, all fucking just wilted over and all dead. I don't think I put water with them either.
Oh my god!
So yeah, they were just game over. So that was obviously the worst present. Worst I've received, I don't know. Can't really think of anything like. It's really harsh, isn't it? If someone's bought you a present to say that.
I know that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to say it's worse. It's like the most random because it's I'm always grateful. It's always the thought that counts, but I just don't know where the thought. I don't know where the thought came from. Like, where have you put this connection between me and pugs? I need to understand. Like,
sometimes like if you get a Secret Santa on that, you can get something really strange, and you're like, okay, that you're like that person doesn't know me, or I give a total different perception away.
Yeah. Well, we've got a mate, Dan. He works for a engineering company, and they do shit Santa. So you have to. Get. But apparently, one year a guy got a dead pigeon. So what the fuck?
Oh, you just reminded me. I mean, that's awful. This is awful. We had a Secret Santa. It wasn't even shit Santa, a Secret Santa. And so we're in an office and we all opened it together. And this one lad had really bad teeth, like really fucking like black. And whoever got in the secret, they bought him fucking toothpaste and a toothbrush. So he opened it in front of everyone, and it's just like. It's just the fucking worst.
That's
it's coming from horrible. A good place.
But it's just. I mean, imagine opening that in front of everyone and just. Everyone knows. Everyone.
Hard to miss, though, isn't it? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh
Fucking-
my
Good, need
dear,
to-
that's
I swear.
horrendous. That
Fuck.
is horrendous.
That's what I mean. Things can go wrong with these Secret Santas, man.
Yeah, they can.
Fuck.
Whew.
Jesus
Thanks for your
Christ.
question, Jamie.
Should we do one more?
Yeah, let's do Kieran. Kieran Hart. What is your guys' favourite football players of all time and favourite English players of all time?
Favorite player.
That's difficult.
Do you know what I've got to say? I think my favorite player ever is Calvin Phillips, because I literally watched, obviously being a Leeds fan, I watched him come on for his debut. He was a fucking shithouse red card merchant for a long time. Then I watched him progress into arguably one of the best central defensive midfielders in the country. Obviously had that incredible Euros and gave me, like, I was watching England. Obviously, it's gone now, but I was watching England, with a more invested interest because there was a Leeds player on the pitch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
actually say he's also. I'd say he's both my favorite player. He's just my favorite player of all time and English player. And I hope he does. I know I wasn't even bitter when he went to Man City. I just thought, oh, that's fucking quality. And I know he hasn't done much because he's been injured and stuff. But I hope he has a great career. But yeah, I would say Calvin Phillips for both.
Nice. Difficult. I mean, obviously, the big one is Messi, but I feel like back in the day, I really liked Iniesta a lot, because he was literally just a guy who would run a game and you don't even know who's there. But in terms of English players, he's my favourite English player. As much as it pains me to say, I loved Rooney, even though he was a Man United player and I support Liverpool, so it's ingrained in me. And he was an Everton player before then, so it's ingrained in me not to like him. But I loved him as an England player, although he probably didn't hit the heights that he maybe should have done in an England shirt. But to me, he's just quality. So I'll go Rooney.
I think at the minute, like Haaland at the minute, I just love watching him.
Same. I'm exactly.
Like, obviously I support Villa, but like I really, because Grealish went to City, and Haaland's then, I really like watching City. You got Foden and just got a host of like English players who play there that are sick, and I just and having Haaland in there, it's just like fucking. It's good to watch, man. They're a good team to watch.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And I've got him on my dream team, and he smashes it as well.
He's got me so many points.
So yeah, that's probably a go for that. And then favourite English, I've kind of got. I think I've got
Haaland if he was English.
Yeah, Haaland. Yeah, half him was English. I've got real good memories like David Platt from Villa back in the day, and I also met him. And he played for England and stuff. He was a sick player. But it was probably Beckham.
Yeah.
Just because those memories in the World Cup, and he always gets it in. The free kicks, when he used to kind of step up for a free kick, it was almost like penalty feeling. You always thought, he could fucking swing this in. There's a chance. There's a chance. Yeah, and then that last minute goal that he got to get us in, to get us qualified with that free kick.
Against Greece.
Yeah, that was one of those epic moments that's just fucking top tier, God level.
Yeah.
And he's just a nice guy, and he's fucking like. There's better players and stuff, but for like a journey and going for England and stuff, and his character and that, just.
And I think Beckham actually shaped what a football player is now. He kind of took. I feel he took footballers from athletes to rock stars.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And he also he had. I think luckily he had his downfall early, where when everyone hated him and he got the red card. And he went through that fairly early in his career, so that that shaped him going forward as well. And just made him a solid player. And a more mature player. Yeah, I just used to, for me he's just a quality player, and just so good for English football.
Yeah, most definitely. Just before we go, I just want to give a shout out to what Liam said. Liam said my favourite player ever was Dan in the football special episode. There you go.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
Cheers, mate.
That's brilliant.
That was a good video.
Yeah, I think
Cheers.
I fluffed it at the end. That's when you hit the middle, didn't you? You hit that fucking 50 points.
Yeah.
And then you did, and I fluffed the 1-on-1 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like defense. I'm all about defense nowadays.
That's it.
That's it. If you can't finish, you can tackle.
That's it, mate. Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us on this very festive and merry Christmas podcast. I'm sure you'll be thinking about all the awkward possibilities that might arise at your next Christmas, which is just around the corner.
God.
3 days away. 3 days.
Fucking hell. Is it? Shit.
Yeah.
I've still got presents to get.
Yeah, same. I'm going to go to the city after this. Only a couple. Only a couple.
I've got all the presents.
But I know exactly what they are, so it's good. I just got to be there.
Will they be in stock?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, on the edge.
Oh, we all live on the edge at Christmas. We're all male. Come on. It's a club we live in here.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next one. Up the APMA. See you
Have a
later.
lovely Christmas.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Fucking finger.